No, no offense.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. If this is your first time in the channel, hit subscribe right now.
Erik, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. Well, I mean, I'm calling you on April Fool's Day. I'm not going to make any jokes, I promise that. But maybe actually, on that note, you guys have been around for so long, and I don't think I've seen your band. I don't think I've heard your band being introduced in the same way twice. People find very amusing ways to pronounce the band name. As a non-Swedish person myself, is MÅNEGARM close to what it should be, or what's the right way of pronouncing?
Yeah, pretty close, I would say. The right way to say it is MÅNEGARM.
MÅNEGARM.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Awesome. All right, now everybody watching this video, now you know. Don't ever say anything else in again. Awesome. Now, hey, I wanted to just quickly ask you. You just posted this video on Instagram of you playing some acoustic guitar, and so yet again, you do not play guitar on this album. And I figured, you know, after doing drums, bass, and singing, I thought maybe now you'll just do everything. You clearly can play guitar. When should we expect the Erik album solo project with doing everything?
Oh, I don't know, man. I sometimes have this dream or vision to do some sort of one-man project, but I don't know if ever will happen. We'll see about that. But I like playing guitar. I have done it since I was like, I don't know, 12, and I can play some guitars on the album as well when we record stuff, and I compose the songs, and then I use the guitar.
Next year it'll be 25 years since the debut album. I don't want to make you feel old right now, but let's just I assume that, you know, you've been, you know, the driving force behind this band and all this time. Does that mean that you've got big plans for celebrating that milestone, or are you more like, you know what, the past is the past, I'm focused on what's ahead of us?
We really focus on what's ahead and what's to come, but of course, I mean, it's been, what do you say, 25 years since the debut album, yeah. I mean, it's so many years, and maybe I feel old when I think about it, but on the other hand, I don't, because it has really been a really nice ride, and we love what we do, and I think music and playing in a band keeps you young. So I don't feel old, but I would like to focus on what's ahead, and I mean, I'm kind of proud of, we have recorded 10 full-length album, and I think we still got it, and we still produce and release good music. So I want to keep on doing that, and I think we will.
You guys started in the 90s, where we had this wave of the first kind of Viking metal, very black metal, and then throughout the years, you guys allow yourself to evolve, but not really change. You just kind of started adding more elements, and then, you know, one of your biggest hits, let's say, with Odin Owns You All, is almost more like a folk power metal song. But on every album, you see all these different elements kind of being mixed, where so many other bands that play some form of what people call Viking metal, there are few genres or subgenres in metal that put so many restrictions on themselves, and they have to stay within this very, very specific, defined sub-box of a sub-box of a sub-box. You guys kind of don't care about that and do a lot of different things. Has that been the one of the reasons that you guys, after all these years, are still around and still relevant and still going strong compared to many other bands that came and went?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I think you said that in a good way. Maybe that's one reason. And I mean, we have never really cared for labels or stuff like that. To put labels on like pagan metal, folk metal, Viking metal, that's a good way, and know that people want to do it because that makes it easier to search for bands, maybe, and stuff like that. But for us, that has never been important at all, because I mean, when we started in '95, I don't know if there was a certain genre that was called Viking. Maybe I mean, there were Bathory, of course, and cool bands like that, but we just wanted to play, as you said, it was more black metal oriented back then, and we just wanted to play, you know, raw primitive metal with the Swedish vocals about the Norse mythology and stuff. But after pretty early we started to incorporate the violins and flutes and other traditional instruments and female vocals, but we developed that even more, I think, on the third album, Dödsfärd, where we maybe found our style. But I like that you say that we are diverse, and I think so too, when we put in a lot of different stuff, and I hope that makes our music interesting.
I'm definitely not you know, an interviewer that starts every conversation with like, wow, your latest album is the best album you've ever done. But with you guys, I do feel so. I've been listening to the album over and over. I had early access to the album. I think it's great. Cool. I really think this is your strongest album so far, and which is cool to see for a band after 25 years. This is a concept album. It's a concept album where every song can still stand on its own, so you don't really have to, like, you know, play the whole album necessarily from start to finish, which will help you guys as well. Maybe start there for a second, because concept albums can be tricky, even for a band that tends to embrace a certain, you know, a certain inspiration many times. For you guys going into this, how do you stand, you know, with concept albums? Are you like, okay, I don't mind a concept as long as it's not overpowering, or you would like to do more albums where it's like a very straightforward story and there's very little left to the imagination?
I think we're happy to keep it the way we did now. I mean, because I really don't think that to listen to song number 7, you have to start from the beginning. No, so that's not necessary at all. And I mean, I think we're happy with the final result. I mean, when we compose the songs, maybe that has something to do with it, because I composed the songs. Jakob, our drummer, had the idea for the lyrics and this theme and concept, but then I compose the songs, and when I start composing, Jakob haven't heard a single tune, you know. When I have a song ready, I send him like a rough demo where I just sing the where I want the words, and Jakob is phenomenal, I must say, to translate my wordless singing into a real words and a real story. So I mean, from the beginning there are separate songs, but the concept is when Jakob puts it all together with the lyrics.
Can we still call Jakob the new guy in the band? I mean, I don't know, it's been 10 years now, but...
like Brian Johnson in AC/DC.
Exactly. Exactly.
He always be the new guy.
There you go. So did this new guy then come to you and said like, hey, I've got the song that is perfect for you to play in a music video? Oh, by the way, it just happens to be like the biggest asshole in the world and the worst king of all time. Did you take that as a personal offense when he said like, you should play that guy?
No offense. The idea to have me play that role came in a bit later, so that was no offense.
What I think is really cool about the album is that so many bands that want to make an epic album, whether it's a concept album or not, tend to have that epic closing song. Often 10 minutes plus. You guys literally turned that around and start the song that way with Freyer's Blood. I probably mispronounced that as well.
No, it's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. Which might be my favorite song of the album. It's a 10-minute song, and it feels like it goes by in 3 minutes. There's a lot of different changes, and it's kind of like a great overview of what we talked about before, all those diverse elements that you guys stand for. Maybe not the easiest song also to bring to life, but I've got my fingers crossed that for the next time I get to see you guys live, that you guys play that song.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, really nice to hear. Really nice to hear that you like that song. I like it too. And as you say, it's a long song, the longest Manegarm song to date, I think. And maybe it's not a super smart idea to start an album with a 10-minute song, but just because it has all these Manegarm elements, we thought it was a perfect idea. Exactly. And also it's a song that goes off with a right away, like a fist in your face. So that's that's the thing we also liked. It's a good way to start an album. Because we didn't really have an intro for the whole album, so we just found this spooky tone in for like 5-6 seconds before the song, and then right away. So and I mean I like it because it has a lot of Manegarm stuff in there, fast parts, blast beats, these grand epic choruses with a lot of vocals and violins, and that pretty Manegarm standard soft clean part in the middle. But so it shows a lot of what we do and what we stand for. So that's a nice one.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. It's too many bands these days have a 10-minute song, but it's really a 5-minute song with a 2-minute intro and a 3-minute outro. It's good that that's not the case. All right, so we have to obviously talk about En Snara av Guld.
Really turned into a really special song for me. My youngest daughter Leah is singing on the song, and my oldest daughter Tuva is playing one of the main characters in the music videos. When I saw the first version of the video, I nearly cried, sort of, because when Tuva came in, the first clips of her is where Leah sings, and it was amazing to see that, and it was a great feeling. I was so proud.
We talked a little bit at the beginning of this conversation about the fact that it is almost the 25th anniversary of your first album. And then we also obviously have to wrap up this conversation with talking about, okay, what are your plans? You know, what can the fans expect from shows and tours and what have you to promote this album that we have to keep our eyes open for? Are these two elements going to be somewhat combined? Should people expect to see you guys celebrate the whole legacy, or are you really going to focus on this new album? And then obviously, as a side question, for shows where geographically speaking it makes sense, following this beautiful result that you were just talking about, should we expect to see some family members on the stage with you?
To answer that last question, I really hope so. I have already asked Leah to join us on stage, but I mean, she's 14 and a half, and she's like, what? No. And I need to pay her some money. But I will ask her again, and hopefully she can. I mean, maybe just one time it would be awesome. And if she do it one time, maybe she will do it more times to share the stage with us. It would be awesome. But your first question, right now we don't have any plans for tours, but we really hope that we can find some nice tour package, or arrange, if our booker can arrange some cool tour, maybe after the summer or anything. But we have a couple of Swedish shows coming up. First of all, a release party, and then the weekend after that, Friday, Saturday, we have 2 more Swedish shows, and then some festivals in Norway, Germany again this summer. And then, of course, we have our own festival, MÅNEGARM Open Air.
There you go.
We had the first edition in 2019. And then we obviously had to cancel the following 2 years. But now we're back, and it feels... now we really think we will do it. And it feels amazing. I mean, the first edition, we have done so many great things in the band. A lot of cool... festivals, 70,000 tons of metal, and we have played in Brazil and so many cool shows. But to arrange our own festival, we worked our asses off. But it was so amazing to pull that off, and it was a great success, sold out and everything. So we're really looking forward to the second edition with Moon Sarwen, Grand Magus and everything. So we will focus on our summer shows and our own festival, and let's see what happens.
On that very special show at your own festival, I feel if ever the stars aligned for a nice big show that both highlights some past glories of the career and to highlight everything that's new with the stage, and then having both your daughters on the stage, then obviously that needs to be filmed so that we have beautiful live footage of that. But
you're totally right.
That sounds like an amazing show to look forward to. Erik, I want to say just thank you for your time today. I had a lot of fun talking to you. I had a lot of fun with the album. I really do genuinely think that this is your best album ever. And
thank you so much, man.
I wish you absolutely, my pleasure, and I wish you all the success with this continued launch cycle. And I can't wait to hopefully attend some of those shows and otherwise see the live recordings shared with the world when you guys are ready. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks,
and I hope you have
it was my pleasure.
Wonderful weekend.
Yeah, I wish you the same.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.